got Bella Rose in the house. Great to have you.
Good morning. It's good to be here
Okay,
again.
so we're doing tech this morning, right?
Yes, we are.
So what are we talking about?
Reasons why children, first off, and practically everyone around should embrace technology now.
Let's dive straight into it. 5 reasons, right?
5 reasons
why children should embrace
technology. Today, not tomorrow.
Today. Grab your seat now.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go straight to it.
First and most important reason is because right now, technology is a career gold mine. Okay. I'm telling you, if you look at the top 10 jobs from 2017, at least 5, not less than 5 of those jobs were tech-oriented. Wow. I'm talking programming, I'm talking coding, software development. People are doing amazing things in the tech sector, and they are being paid very cool cash for it. And what's more interesting is the fact that it's not exactly age-specific, right? So younger people, I'm talking 15-year-olds, 10-year-olds, and adults, in fact, are making a lot of money from some of these things because all they need are computers or smartphones. They sit down, they learn, they read books, resources and tools online. They are exposed to all of these things, and they can decide to be their own bosses from very young. And I think that because, I mean, no shade to be the doctors, the presenters, the accountants of the day, but I tell you, technology has come to stay, and it's a good thing for children to know about that right now.
It's the present and the future. Okay,
you know?
So number 2.
Second reason is exposure, right? Many children who are exposed to technology at a very young age would be more exposed, and they will function better in the society when compared to children who don't have that exposure.
True.
You find that children sometimes experience low self-esteem because they can't resonate with what their friends are maybe talking about or the tools that they're using. So it's like...
Yeah, this is quite... because we're moving up to a society that, first of all, is cashless.
You know,
and you get to a point whereby you have to go to the filling station or something, and you won't see any attendants.
You
won't.
You
have to press some buttons. So the ATM, you need to know how to. You need to be computer savvy.
You are preaching the gospel right now.
So everywhere,
we're
moving up to a world where we are so. It's going to be technology-driven world.
Absolutely.
Cool.
And that exposure children need to get as early as they can.
It's never too early, right?
It's never too early.
It's never too early.
But I mean, definitely with some control. With some control. But that exposure is definitely important. And this is for every adult out there, parents to have that at the back of their minds. Start thinking about how to make your child more tech savvy and whatnot. Yes.
Okay, so number 3.
Number 3, it helps their creativity and helps us develop their skills as well.
Massive.
I mean, the thing with technology is whether you are an inventor or you are a tech user, you are learning something, right? So children who have skills, for instance, or who have talents, for instance, can share their gifts with the entire world and gain from it at the end of the day. I mean, I don't want to stress on how Justin Bieber was discovered. He was discovered on YouTube. He was singing, putting his videos out there, and look at him today. Children who are very talented can put their talents on the world stage from apps like Instagram, for instance, or on YouTube or on Musical.ly. I mean, there are all of these applications that children use to put their gifts out there, and also it helps their creativity. Children have a very interesting mind, or they have interesting minds when they are when they come in contact with applications or many different things online. You'll be surprised at the kind of responses you would get from them.
So it so happens that social media is not just something you say you like or you don't like. It has become a necessity.
It's a part of us, whether we like it or not.
So you're going to have to put something out there. We also have Nigerian artists. I know Mayo Kun, a number of them that they found out through social media. And all that. So you're putting your stuff out there, your talents out there, social media, YouTube, Instagram. That's a nice way to use it.
Beyond even social media, tools. There are tools that are available. Not every parent can afford to send their children to an Ivy League school, for instance. But they can learn a lot of things online. So instead of calling lesson teacher and paying lesson teacher maybe 15K every month, that 15K can use it to buy maybe an Adobe, for instance, and teach your child
schools
how to
have
edit.
some free courses.
Exactly.
That you can get. So that's cool. Okay, so let's go. Number 2.
Number 4. Where are you?
I was going to count down. Okay, so it was a countdown.
Okay, yes, number 2. Okay. It also helps them develop analytical skills and problem-solving skills. So beyond
quantitative aptitude.
There you go. So I heard you and Kumi talk about that game. When children play games, for instance, video games, or when they try to break down a computer, they are thinking of ways out. If it's a game, for instance, how do I get out of here? How do I get to the next room? How do I do this? What do I put here? They are developing all those skills. And honestly, while people will say things like, oh, your X minus Y is not useful in real life,
yeah.
you'll be surprised to see how it helps you think through situations.
Okay.
So it could be in even relating with people. It could be in defending a case or whatever. It could be in dealing with a boss, a potential boss, a friend, a situation being traffic, for instance.
Solving economic issues.
You know, stuff like that. So when you expose them to technology, playing the right kind of games, and that's why I think guidance is very, very important.
Okay.
They need to be guarded and guided as well. Once they're able to learn how to use these things, it helps their analytical skills. And you'll be surprised to see how fast they think on their feet. Most of these things they learn when they play very educative games. Games.
So that's quite very important for kids. They needed to develop their minds.
Absolutely.
All right, so number 5, number 1.
Last but not the least.
Okay.
The world is moving at an incredibly fast pace. We are developing by the second.
Supersonic speed, man. Moving so fast.
And the thing is, if children are not exposed right now, they would not be able to fit in.
Okay.
So it's important that they get all that they can right now. Parents should not feel that they are not equipped enough to teach them. Children they're amazing. They can learn a lot of things. And the beautiful thing about technology is the fact that it is very user-friendly. And children can walk their way through very many technologies that we have today. So it's important that they learn these things because of where the world is going. If they don't learn now, it just might be too late. I like how initially you said it's never too early, but trust me, it can be too late. So to avoid things that touch.
Your personal experience was that up until like when I went in my first year in school, and I was asked a simple question, and we just came into this guy who was a leader, a pastor. Yeah, and well, yeah, can you? I can't exactly remember, but he wanted me to just get something on the system. I was like, I know Sabi use them. That's in my mind. Really, I'm serious.
Wow.
Well, it was quite a long time ago. It was not very recent, so don't think.
Thankfully.
It was a very long time ago. Very long time ago. I'm talking about 1990,000. So
I mean, imagine that a child will face that now. Exactly. That would be so embarrassing.
I mean, it was embarrassing, but it wasn't so because we were plenty that were ignorant. So we're just there, plenty ignorant. We're just laughing at ourselves.
There's a boy who's barely 10 years old. He's making a lot of money on YouTube. He's reviewing games.
I'm telling you, yes,
that's
I've seen that kid. That's just all he does.
There's a young boy who is in the eastern part of Africa who goes to refuse dumps to pick out, radio wires, chips that have been thrown away, and he couples them and makes things with them. These are things that people are doing, and I think that Nigeria needs to get on that bus ASAP.
Very cool. All right.
Yes.
It's always great having you on the show.
It's nice
I'm wondering
to
how
be here again.
Just keep.